Carolina News FastCast.
We have a quick show for you with some of our top stories today.
Election day was yesterday, and some of South Carolina's winners have been declared, while others are heading to a runoff. Daniel Rickenman and Tina Herbert secured their positions, but the City Council at-large race and District 4 race did not determine a winner. Councilwoman Aditi Bussell and Sam Johnson will face off again for the at-large race, and in District 4, Peter Brown and Julie Lumpkin will also compete in a runoff. Runoff elections will be held on November 18th. To win, a candidate must receive at least 50% of votes.
Now here's a story you might want to pay attention to, especially if you're a fan of reading. 21 book titles have been banned from public schools statewide since the adoption of Regulation 43-170. That is the highest number of banned books in any state. This regulation restricts any book that contains descriptions or depictions of sexual conduct for all students K through 12. Some popular titles banned are Normal People, Flamer, and The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Critics of the ban argued that certain books on the state's banned list are more helpful to students than harmful.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower, people at my high school read it and really connected with it.
So the idea that someone that's really lonely and not knowing how to deal with it might not be able to read a book like that, it's really sad.
But who decides what books get banned? In the current system, any one parent can request a book review, which has the power to ban a book statewide.
Halloween is over, and now it's time for Dia de los Muertos. Day of the Dead is a Mexican tradition celebrated on November 1st and November 2nd in Colombia. In Colombia, people are setting up altars this week to pay honor to their loved ones. Our Raquel Negron shows what this tradition is all about today in our 4 and 4:30 show.
If you're planning something for Dia de los Muertos this week, you might want to know what the weather's going to be. Clarissa, what's it looking like?
Hey guys, it's Clarissa Meyer, your weather anchor for today, and outside right now it's nice and pretty, blue skies, the sun is shining, staying nice and warm at 71 degrees. Later tonight it's going to get a little bit cooler into those 60s, low 60s at 8 p.m., but not too bad. But next week, heading into Sunday, Monday, that's where we're going to see the colder front come in with those low lows on Sunday at 39 degrees, on Monday that really low at 27 degrees. So we're going to start to prep for the colder weather as it heads into next week. On my full show at 4:30, we're going to have more on allergens and more on how to prep for this colder weather. But what I'm wondering right now is about sports. Can I have more, Mary Grace?
Thanks, Clarissa. Let's talk about hockey first. The Carolina Hurricanes won in a dominant 3-0 game last night against the New York Rangers. They brought out a new goalie for his season debut, and he stopped 25 shots. It was pretty incredible to watch, but I'll have more on that for you later in the show. Let's talk a little bit about football. Shane Beamer announced he brought up a new coach into the offensive coordinator position for the rest of the season. I'm going to reveal who that is for you later in the show as well. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for FastCast.
For more news, tune in to our full newscast today at 4 and 4:30.